Naga Munchetty was quick to correct her co-star Charlie Stayt after he made an on-air mistake when discussing a baby named Noah who was born in the storm. Naga Munchetty was forced to step in after her co-star Charlie appeared to suffer an on-air mix-up, causing the host to stand corrected after realizing his mistake. The on-air blunder took place after the two presenters had been discussing the frightful ordeal of new parents Becky Whittle and Luke Browning, from Newent, whose car became stuck in Storm Burt while their unborn child was making his way into the world. Becky and Luke had been taking a detour to avoid the floods that have been sweeping their way through Gloucestershire, in the UK, when they found themselves in quite the predicament en route to the hospital. Speaking about the ordeal, Charlie began to explain the situation but got muddled up with the facts. He opened, a mother had to give birth to her baby boy in the car because she got stuck on her way to hospital in Storm Burt. This was all because of the flooding. Correcting him, Naga retorted, she wasn't stuck in the car got stuck. Charlie responded, yeah, as Naga gave a resounding, okay, before continuing with the story. Becky Whittle and Luke Browning were on their way to Gloucestershire Hospital on Sunday. This is when cutie Noah was born 7 weeks early. She added, they were already on a detour to avoid flooding but got stuck, a rather stressful arrival into the world for little baby Noah, but he is doing fine. Touching on the parents paying tribute to Storm Burt, Naga went on to say, now the name, great name, as Charlie interrupted, yeah, Noah. Noah, the flood. Born in a flood. Makes sense, doesn't it? Very cute baby, chimed back Naga as Charlie acknowledged. A very stressful moment I suspect, but all is good now, as his co-star began to cut to the weather. Speaking to Sarah Dorothy Keith Lucas on screen, Naga weighed in on the situation. I think if you want to know if there will be any needs for Noah's coming up, Sarah. As she demanded, we need some respite, don't we? Reassuring viewers, Sarah explained, oh yes we do, thankfully we've got some quieter weather coming up as we cross the weekend. The couple had tried to hold off making a trip to hospital, with Becky holding off on going anywhere until the pain was unbearable. They also phoned for an ambulance but were quickly made aware that it would take some time for it to reach them. Luke phoned 999 and while they awaited paramedics to arrive at the scene, the call handler tried to keep the couple calm and advised them on how to get through the birth. Speaking to the BBC about Noah's arrival, Luke said, it was pretty terrifying, he came out really fast. I felt nervous, worried, it was a pretty full-on experience. Noah was born in the car but being a preterm baby, Medica said at 33 weeks he had been very lucky to have been born outside of the hospital and was raced into intensive care as soon as he arrived in their care. New mum Becky was also rushed into surgery after she'd suffered blood clots following the birth of Noah. Despite the panic and despair, it seemed as though everyone was now on the mend as Noah appeared in his mother's arms on screens while doting father Luke held on to a feeding tube.